So we're back. It's been quite a while since my last video. I think it's been about 2 months, and I still been consistently investing. Just got a lot of work. Just got a new job, and now I had to take a little break and figure out the time how I'm gonna be able to do this. So I just got a raise at my job, which unfortunately comes with a lot of work also, and I still been investing. Of course, we started this portfolio back in October 21st, and it's been steadily growing too. And also, we have a 7% return today, and I mean everything's pretty much the same. We got all the holdings are still the same. Nothing has really changed. We're just putting about 1,000 or at least 500 every month. So I mean the dividends that we keep getting have been increasing due to the amount of money that we've been investing, and here I can actually show you the payments I actually received this month. Here, if we go back to when we first started, wow, it's actually gotten pretty. We received a lot of payments, so I have to go far back, and I did not realize haven't paid that much. Yeah, but here we go. We started the portfolio, I think it was on the 17th of October 2019. And here you can see all the payments. So for at first, that was the first 5,000. I had a 5,000 here, and then I had 5,000 in a Robinhood account. And yeah, you can just as we keep going, you can see the payments getting bigger. Back there we went from half a dollar to now we're getting full dollars. Now we're getting $2, and it's just the amount just keeps increasing and increasing. Here we got $6 from our mountain, and this is in December. Now we're jumping to January, and then here we got $9 from this new residential investment stock. They pay heavily, and they just beat earnings expectation this quarters. So I am actually gonna double down on these two positions later on, but that might actually be a video I do for I would say a different series. And yeah, the market's been pretty crazy. Trump didn't get impeached. We have the coronavirus, which caused a lot of fear into the markets. And I mean, if we could go to the 1 week chart, or maybe even look at the S&P 500. And I think around here, this is where we received. Oh, maybe could have been sooner than that. I'm not sure when we received the coronavirus news. I mean, I wasn't too focused on it. It was probably around here with the around the Chinese New Year. I'm not sure when that really happens, but yeah, I wasn't really focused on it too much. I don't think it was a big impact, especially on us, on our economy. I mean, the Chinese are probably suffering. I mean, their stock market dropped last week around, what was it, 700 points. And but I guess I mean it wasn't really such big news because their stock market was closed straight for like 5 or 3 days continuously. So it was just probably a little delayed on the news from the crash. So I mean, a lot of people made a big deal about it. It wasn't such a big deal. It was just the market wasn't open for 4 or 5 days, and of course it was a big drop. It wasn't just like, oh, stock market's fine this day, next day drops. And I think the cases are up to like 20,000 now, but I'm not gonna get too much into that. But yeah, this is so we're up to 15,000 now. This is how much the portfolio was. So I posted this video on it was on retailer earnings and Target stock and their monstrous earnings beat. It was back in November 23rd, and the portfolio was worth roughly 10,000. It's 9,902.84 cents. And now we're back here in February 8th, and our portfolio is now 15,000. So I think that looks to be a little more than 1,000 every month. I mean, I'm not sure. Uh, Yeah, it looks to be like I was roughly investing around 2,000 every month, which is what I'm trying. I'm just doing my best. I'm investing whenever I get money. The first thing it does is go straight into the market. And so right now I'm 19, and I really haven't shared that right now. But my expenses are mostly low. Uh, my expenses are around six 600, maybe it could be a little more, around $600. My rent's pretty cheap. I don't pay a lot. I pay less than most people. I live in a I just pay for one room. I live with a roommate, so I my rent is only like 405. I guess you could say 480, whichever one you want to leave it at. So I don't pay too much, and I'm still trying to keep my expenses low, and I'm trying to increase my income, which is just did back in it was December. But since this is in my job, you don't really get your raise till you pass like a 90-day period. So my income officially increases in the next looks to be 12 days. And over this all this time that I spent away, I still been investing, like I said, and still been investing in service. So here I actually made a dividend spreadsheet. And this was pretty easy to make. You just go on Google Drive and you go to Sheets. I think that's what it's called. Not like a Microsoft document or anything. And here you just come around here and you just make the month and the income, and then this is the total income. So this right here, this income for this year, this was what I was expecting for 2020. So I was estimating back, let's say, when I had a certain amount. I can't remember what it was, but and this was what I was supposed to get. So here, January I was supposed to get 22, February I was supposed to get 46, March 52, April 43, and so on. And then at the bottom, this is a total income for this year. So from my dividends, I was supposed to receive around 545 and 89 cents. And over here, this one, you don't really need to do this. I mean, if you do need some way to track it, this is an easy way to do it. But these are like my biggest paydays, and I love to see who pays me the most. And because this is passive income, it's not. I'm not. I'm focused on dividends and value stocks. So energy transfer was a value play, and there's a few other ones in here. But mostly what I'm trying to create is just I want passive income. I don't. I want to one day stop working, and at this rate, we're doing pretty good with that. But here, these are my biggest barriers. So we have New Residential Investment Property Group. I'm not sure if that's their full name. ET and Dominion Energy. So these three, they pay me separately. They pay differently. None of them are monthly, but they match their dividends pay. The dividend payday, they match the month after I get, one pays me. So there's never a pause between that. So it's New Residential pays me in January. The AT pays me in February. Dominion pays me in March, and then April, May, and so on. And on the side over here, this is what I actually received. So instead of receiving 22, actually for January I actually received 35. So these numbers are going to continue to change because I'm still putting $1,000 to $2,000 every month. Hopefully I can keep doing that for the next couple of years, and we'll grow this into at least maybe half a million, or wherever I can. My goal is to finally go get to $4,000 in dividend income, and if I can do that, then I wouldn't have to work anymore, and hopefully that doesn't take very long. But yeah, that's my goal. If I can get $4,000, then I can finally, and soon, and that's gonna be soon, of course. But I mean, I do still need to buy things like a house and so on and on and on. And so yeah, I'm still keeping my expenses low. And here I'm gonna put the total income that I received when this year ends. I'm hopefully reach. I think I can hopefully get at least around $1,000. That's what I'm aiming for in dividend income. I mean, so far we have collected 100 and, well, let's look for this year. Well, this looks to be. So this was 1 month ago. So far I have collected $38.06. So I mean that's all right because January is always a particularly low month. Not a lot of companies pay out dividends on January, which so your January income is always going to be very low from your December, November, April, or even March. So yeah, a lot of companies don't usually pay out in January. So that sucks, but you got to stick with it. I hope, and this. So right now we're at 15,000. I think that by the end of this year we could at least get to 40, 50 if things go really well. I guess if I do find if I do manage to make some extra money or maybe get a bonus or something like that, maybe we could get to 40 by the end of this year. And if we get to that'd be really great. And later on I do gotta focus on a lot of things. I mean, of course I'm not going to school currently. Not anymore. I just graduated high school and I just called it a day. And luckily, I was able to get a job where I'm paid what I would be paid if I did go to college. So now I'm working at an average place where you get paid above 40 without having any degree of any sort. And I was able to work hard and also had had some friends that were able to give me a recommendation. I was able to get a job here, and now all I have to do is keep doing what I was doing from a long time ago. I mean, here the portfolio was like 9,000, and if I could go back to my videos down here, it was like 4,000, and that took that was only a couple of months ago. So this is what really shows what how dividend investing works. And all these dividends here have been reinvested. Here my I don't so M1 Finance works like this. You deposit money, you can set it up to have a monthly withdrawal, and then they deposit it for you, and then they also invest it for you in whatever you want. Here you pick a sector, you put your stocks, whichever ones you want to buy, and you put it and you invest it over and over again. And I do like to switch my target allocations a lot around here just because I know where value is, and I like to I like to see where growth is and where dividend growth is. And if I feel like someone's gonna pay me more or someone's gonna fail or maybe one of these companies is gonna, I would say like go out of business. I don't think any of them are, but in case I see like a economic downturn, I still keep up with all my stocks. I do it through Seeking Alpha, and which I use another platform that I can't remember right now, but I do keep that's how I keep track of them. And if any of them cut their dividends, then I would I would look at it and analyze whether I still want to be in that stock. I mean, Iron Mountain is one of those stocks where I'm also watching them, and I think I lowered my position a little bit. So this one I sold last year. Hopefully I don't want to sell anything this year, and I had to lower my position a little bit because after seeing what they were doing, I was like, I mean, I consider it best to stay a little away until I can see where they're heading. But that is it, guys. So I'm still being invested, still pounding money in, and Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next